Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have gameplay from the hero that a bunch of top MMR players are regarding as the best hero in this game, and that is Mutanus. Mutanus, a hero when you can find the niche lines, the ways to consolidate down your board, reliably get all of your stats over onto those buddies, and then split all the stats 3 ways, well, stats start getting out of hand very quickly. And better yet, if you can do that, consolidate down the board, get tons and tons of stats on the second round of buddies, and then split them and spit again, once again, onto your buddy, you start multiplying your stats over and over and over again. And then if you can dump a couple Cleaves on the board at the very end, well, it gets pretty funny. A couple nice, gigantic, somewhat 100, 200, 300 stat Cleaves, yeah, they make quick work of lobbies, and there's very little people can do to counter them. All right, enjoy. Awkward amount of gold. He's on 3. Normal curve. Okay, these aren't really things. Let's say we stay a turn back if we miss this 50-50. Is that viable? I think so. That's a lot of stats. Too bad. We can even play everything because we're just going to sell this back off. Level? No. It's not clean. This is not what we want to do, but it's the only real options we've been given. That we don't have a nice one-star curve, right? Like when you level to 2, you put yourself in this situation nearly every time, which is you're incentivized to buy multiple minions in a turn, which means you make your board wide, and you either have to get lucky on a spit, or you have to take a dead turn in the middle here somewhere. And then you have to spit a turn late. You do spit and make a bigger minion. It's a good turn. I don't hate this. Next turn we can play whatever we buy. We can't play it yet though, because we spit here. Or spit here. It's either that or the first thing on the next board. And there's nothing here. Or the best thing on the next board. We really want Hydra, Deflecto, Divine Shields in general, or Trickster. And there is a Divine Shield and there is Hydra on 4. So leveling here makes a lot of sense. Sucks fighting Deathwing here, especially a Deathwing that stayed on 3. Like, this is the easy turn to fight Mutanus. Like, we're a turn behind, but turn 6 is the trivial turn to fight Mutanus, right? They have one big minion. And with that in mind, staying down as Deathwing, super sus. Like, what are you doing, bud? You don't like winning or something? That's what you're telling me? You don't like winning games? Crazy. Imagine staying on 3. All right. That's a good one. We could taunt this up. Not bad for a turn. Wish we could buy up a buff or something. Not even 15? I mean, it's turn 6. How would it ever be 15 if it's not guff? Alright, we'll take it. We'll look for 2 good things next turn. Macaw's cute. Alright. Play it separate? No. Why would I play it separate? So you could shield it later. Nah, no. I think we look for just decent minions over the course of, like, what is it, 8 boards? 6 or 7 boards we can buy from? We'll be fine. Don't like losing rounds like this. Don't like that we have to play a turn delayed. But we're better off making a good power spike than trying to stay healthy. Like, this is the pitfalls of a 2-star line. You will, generally speaking, consume a turn late, which means that you take damage an extra round before you stabilize. You won't die because you're Mutanus, but you make a bigger minion, but you have 1 round where you take damage where you don't typically do it. You play Selfless here? Oh, hell no. Selfless isn't going to be spit on. Shit, I'd buy a generic minion before I'd spit on Selfless. Alucard's on 4. Tripled into a 5, hit a dud. It's really lucky for us. Alright. Comes out okay. We didn't play a bad opponent on turn 7, so we get to stabilize this game now. That one's good. Second egg's okay. Greasebot's okay. I think we take them both. Maybe not. I like the pair. I don't like putting all the stats on the same minion though. Not in a Murloc lobby. The Hydra's amazing. The pair gives us the option to take a 6-star if we find it. You could spit on a Greasebot. Just put the egg on the board. The problem is if you spit on the egg... Yeah, let's just do it this way. Is that as soon as we triple it, we're really like a 2-minion Andy. And against Murloc boards, that's going to be really shitty. Of course, it's a Hydra on the next board. So 3 out of 4 to shield a minion that we actually want to shield here. Murloc Arana on 2. Shouldn't be able to beat us. Second Cleave would have been sick, yeah. We had 3 rolls to find something better. Not necessarily 3 if you're going to play for the Selfless. But still. I think we just take the guaranteed nice line up front. It's an extra mech. We can always Divine Shield it. Same logic as before. We don't want to be in that position, but when it gets to be this late, then we'll take what we're given. Still take the Hydra and pray. Yeah, as soon as it lands on the egg, though, or the Hydra, you're really pissed. Because then you once again are in that 2 minion Andy type position. Alright. That's our stability turn. Mutanus is super formulaic when it comes to these leveling lines. The 1-star line I think is a lot cleaner, especially when dragons are in. But the 2-star line, if we had a bad round where we fought somebody that wasn't strong or was strong there, say you get a bad round and you get Zephyrs on 7, or you get Guff on 7, you get whatever, we could easily have dropped to 9. And in those scenarios where you're 1 time away from getting just scammed by a poison or whatever and dying, there's a ton of rating downside there, right? Like 15% of the time you don't make it to top 4. Mutanus is just such a good, consistent hero that taking that kind of risk isn't really necessary. In my opinion. I like Mutanus. I think he's the best hero in the game, personally. I don't think there are very many heroes out there that offer this level of consistency. Let's look at Mutanus data since the patch came out. Oh, we've played 666 games on this account since the patch came out. Beautiful. $15 games, 2.87 average, had 1 7th, 1 5th, and then 13 top 4s. Pretty much all second. Crazy. The other account, I'll scroll through. You can watch the fight while I do it. I don't think we played that much Mutanus on the alt account. It's one of those heroes that we always skipped because it's kind of a play for second place hero. Alright, here you go. 9 games of Mutanus on the alt account with a 2.67 average as well. Kind of even distribution there. Centered around 3. Some say stats not leaving your board is a good thing. Yeah, it's really just this curve. Like, as long as you spit on a solo board for the buddy and then duplicate it times 3, there's very little you can do wrong. Like, we can level to the moon now and not die immediately. Question is just, are you incentivized to do it? We'll definitely take the 6-star instead. Cleave! Maybe. Might just be Eliza. We need a lot of things on this board. I do like double cleave though. And nobody's Murlocs other than Arana. So it's either Eliza or Foe Reaper. I fully expected that to land on the selfless hero. I do like a Battle Master. Out of Baron, we do have 1 selfless right now. Why Eliza? Because it's a better minion on the board. Is a 3rd tribe. You can play into a pirate package and position it around your shit. Your argument for Cleave has to be that you're going to spit on it at some point, right? Like, that's the only way you have a decent argument for Cleave, is that you are going to get lucky enough to spit on it somehow. And that's kind of hard to justify. Five pirates. I think the Cleave first is the play. A little sketchy on the hits there. Coin flip to kill the APM pirate before it gets online. It's a beautiful breakpoint. That's pretty good too. That's unfortunate for him. Alucard, no! I'm glad we killed him because he would be scary in 2 turns. But Alucard, no! I think we try for the big spit turn, right? The big spit. So we sell the clunker, we play double ectoplasm, we eat the grease spot. If it lands on a 1 in 3 on one of the ectoplasms, then we get a tripled 36-56. Spore is decent, but it's not really poison boards, so I'm not gonna play into that. Get lucky once. We got this. Go fuck yourself, Bob. We are so far away from being able to do this now. Because we have to eat this next turn, right? We could Argus it. Oh, shit, man. It's not even that great anymore. Sent for the front lines for stealing the buff. Yeah, he did. Get out of here. Faster! Not faster! We're being so mean to people. This is just mutinous, I swear, man. It's a pretty cool crush interaction. Haven't seen Wind Fury crush very often. With Mama Bear as well, like, that was pretty awesome, actually. Not a common... Okay, game. Okay, game. Could this guy kindly fuck off? Oh, man. At least we get another cleave now. Which helps on a coin flip. I guess it always kills the Baron, because it kills itself. So never mind. Yeah, here comes the Baron. We're selling the Baron, right? And we're gonna buy the demons. We're gonna sell the Baron, then we're gonna eat the Selfless Hero. There's no reason to keep it around, unless we really want a Baron Selfless. But the Selfless is huge. Well, I mean, considering how much time's left in the game, let's consider that. Yo, play Hearthstone. The crab rave ends here. That's what's going on? Now that is... Some would say that's a good raid. Right there. Yo, play Hearthstone. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. It's not a crab rave. It really isn't. Oh, but we did spit on the ectoplasm. So we get to go off next turn. What I can do for you, though, is turn up the music just a little bit. Because I know where you're coming from. Alright, so... we are in the middle of finishing up a Mutanus game with this beautiful set of 5 stars. Okay, game. Okay. Alright, so we don't want any of this. It's just Deathwing stuff for the turn. We're gonna pull Cleave back. We're gonna dump the dead weight from the board and we're gonna dupe the stat line again. Take a weak turn and then go for a big high roll. Claws? I wish we had the claw emotes, man. It's too bad. The Crab Rave was a great time. Props to whoever thought that one up. But good shit. Yo, everybody. For all the people that are popping in for the first time today, I'm Bofur. Good to meet you guys. We are unfortunately losing this round. Currently playing on North America, doing approximately somewhere around top 20 NA. We can be ultra greedy here. We gonna go to 6? Yeah, we're gonna go to 6. Why wouldn't we go to 6? Like, this guy is trivial to us. Or so I believe. So we're gonna set up a turn here. We're gonna drop the dead weight. And we're gonna spit Ectoplasm, and then we're gonna hope that Ectoplasm lands here on the 3 out of 4 to spit Ectoplasm again next turn. Alright, we're just not gonna hit anything here. Alright. Beautiful. Zap's okay. Like, against this guy, it's good. But we're gonna fight this guy, right? He's gonna kill him. What do you like? You like the module for the Reaper? We don't have to deal with Prester's Pyro-Spawn this game, so we're probably taking the module. We're spitting this next turn. We're doing an extra 4960 to the board. We definitely cleaving to lead. So it's cleave, cleave. Sending some glow stick, crab love. Happy Crab Rave Day. Yo, play Hearthstone. Thank you once again for the tremendous raid. Like every person on Twitch. I'll repeat what I said before. The Crab Rave was a funny idea. Absolutely loved it. Props to whoever thought it up. What is poison? Well, we know what our opponents are. This guy's a beast board. This guy is Death Rattle Mechs. We wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for that. I mean, it's a poison lobby, but not everybody plays poison every poison lobby. We're just adapting to beat the people that we know are in the game. You gonna play 6 minions next turn? Maybe. We may be like 4 or 5. Okay, well, 5's fairly likely to be the minimum number. You should kill you. I don't have that much info to know that's the case, but this board usually beats this board. This is a Death Rattle Beast board. This is a pretty shallow mech board. Alright, we don't care about any of this. Baron could be good. No. It's the last board that we can take where we're going to be able to put 2 minions on the board. Do we just want to bump into Imp Mama as a final minion? APM pivot. We're always doing this. I'm not going to try to buff this thing. Yeah, Mama's okay. We can take Mama and we can take Tad even. I mean, we're not going to do that over Gambler, let's be honest. No real reason to go toward Hogger. So I think we just take out Mama. And we're just going to play everything back. There's really not a good reason to bump here either. Cleave in the cleave. Mama could save the day. I've seen crazier shit happen. We're just going to play around cleave because we know that is a component of this board typically. We saw this guy pivot from Tavern 4 into tripling into 5, golding a 5, and then steering fully into it. He never left 5, which means it's probably a Pale Skull or Mama Bear board. Like, this isn't very often a a Goldrin board. He's also 7 beasts, so like rarely a Goldrin board. So our best bet is that it's Death Rattles, it's Pale Scale, and potentially 1 Cleave. Nice game, thanks for teaching. Just my thought process. That's all. He switched. We're wrong. It was 7 beasts last turn, so like this is what it was before, was this core, and he hit the Goldrin and then duped it with a second round of Buddy and found a Baron. So it is not what we thought it was, even though every little bit of information that we had indicated it was. Dodge it, mama. Hit right. Okay. Hit either of the other 2. I just want you to be alive so we can one-shot him. He's gonna have to go for Spore, so we should play for Ghoul. He can't beat us outside of Spore. Amalgadon's, but he's on 5. He is like 150 stats short of being able to beat us. So we just need to counterplay that and we'll be okay. And to be fair, Poison's really hard for him to win with too. Could just play Void Lord too. Yeah. These aren't things. It's a Bran. Selfless is pretty solid. Just gonna dump stats, right? It's gonna be the play. Alright, these are just not. It's really just playing around his win condition, right? He needs to somehow connect Poison with these stat lines, because there's just no way that amount of stats on the board can beat us. So how do we most effectively play around Spore? He needs to go like Ghoul in the Spore or something like that. And if that is the case, then Selfless anywhere on the board, re-shield something. Should be 100. Ooh, he has a chance. Ooh. He did go first, which is pretty cool. Look how big this is. He does get rid of 1, but unfortunately for him, he's only has 1 minion that can trade either of these guys. So this should one-shot either of them. It's over. He got pretty big. Double Macaw in 1 turn there. Good shit. Good shit, good shit. Alright, let's add it to the list. Back up to 14-4. Good lobby too, holy shit.